conquered Undertaker streak. I know.
Yo champs, back again on WrestleScope Daily with the latest WWE talk. Don't miss out. Subscribe, and let's jump in. The WWE Universe has witnessed shocking moments before, but nothing compares to the night Brock Lesnar stormed back into the spotlight and aligned himself with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. This wasn't a surprise return, it was a seismic shift that instantly altered WWE's power structure. Lesnar has always been the ultimate lone destroyer, the one-man wrecking crew who needed no allies, but the decision to join forces with two of WWE's most physically imposing rising stars created a faction that feels less like a team and more like a warning to the entire locker room. The atmosphere in the arena changed the second his music hit, and the energy transformed into something electric and unpredictable as fans realized they were witnessing the birth of a force capable of reshaping WWE's future. How the return unfolded live. The setup was flawless. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed had just finished a dominant tag team performance that left their opponents completely overwhelmed. The crowd was already buzzing from the intensity. Breakker and Reed displayed, then the lights went out, and an unexpected roar echoed through the arena. Brock Lesnar's entrance theme hit with a thunderous response, sending shockwaves through everyone watching. Most expected Lesnar to target Breakker and Reed, continuing his reputation as an unstoppable lone wolf, but instead he entered the ring with purpose and stood shoulder to shoulder with them. Moments later, Paul Heyman appeared to confirm what nobody thought possible. These three were officially united, forming a faction built on intimidation, dominance, and pure physical presence. Their message became crystal clear when they neutralized every official who tried to intervene, not through excessive violence, but through sheer overpowering force that communicated one thing: WWE had been put on notice. Why this alliance makes perfect sense. On paper, the alliance between Lesnar, Breakker, and Reed may feel shocking, but when analyzed through the lens of long-term WWE storytelling, it becomes one of the smartest moves the company could make. Brock Lesnar, now a veteran with nothing left to prove, gains new purpose by aligning himself with the next generation of powerhouse athletes. Bron Breakker, with his unmatched pedigree and raw explosiveness, is the perfect successor to Lesnar's legacy. Aggressive, athletic, and destined to be a major player, Bronson Reed adds a different shade of dominance with his blend of size, agility, and fearlessness in the ring. Together, these three form a unit without weakness. Lesnar brings legitimacy, Breakker brings youth, and Reed brings brute strength. The combination creates a faction that feels credible, fresh, and sustainable for long-term storytelling. Immediate impact. On the championship picture. The formation of this faction instantly throws every WWE championship into chaos. Cody Rhodes, as WWE champion, now faces the most dangerous trio ever assembled, with each member individually capable of challenging him. Gunther's reign as Intercontinental Champion faces new threats from competitors who match his intensity and power in ways few others can. Breakker and Reed become immediate contenders for the Tag Team Championships, creating matchups that feel exciting and new. On Raw, the World Heavyweight Championship scene is completely disrupted because all three members pose legitimate challenges to whoever holds the title. WWE Creative suddenly has flexibility. The faction can split across brands, pursue multiple championships simultaneously, or remain united while reshaping every division they touch. Locker room and roster. Implications. Behind the scenes, and in the narrative, every superstar now has to rethink their path. Roman Reigns and the remaining members of the Bloodline find themselves facing a faction that rivals their own dominance. Drew McIntyre, who has long carried unfinished business with Lesnar, now must contend with two additional powerhouses standing beside him. Rising stars like LA Knight suddenly need more than charisma to stand toe-to-toe with this kind of threat. Even established main eventers such as Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens face a reality where momentum can be stopped instantly, by 3 superstars operating with unified purpose, the entire roster now orbits around the gravitational pull of this new alliance. Paul Heyman as the master architect. Adding Paul Heyman to this equation elevates the faction from intimidating to truly strategic. Heyman's history with Lesnar and his reputation as one of WWE's most brilliant minds make him the ideal spokesperson and mastermind behind this destructive alliance. His promos will shape the narrative, turning every appearance into must-watch programming. With Heyman guiding them, this faction won't rely solely on physicality. They'll be calculated, patient, and methodical. His involvement suggests long-term planning, hints at internal motives yet to be revealed, and opens the door to future story twists involving loyalty, manipulation, and possibly even betrayal the dream. Matches and storylines, now possible. This alliance unlocks a treasure trove of fresh matchups and storylines. A faction war between this trio and the Bloodline could headline major events for years. Bron Breakker facing young stars like Austin Theory feels like the perfect battle for the future of WWE. Bronson Reed clashing with high flyers like Ricochet or technicians like Chad Gable creates contrast-driven matches. Fans love the 6-man tag combinations alone could headline pay-per-views. Meanwhile, Lesnar can pursue the World Championship while Breakker grows into the main event scene and Reed dominates mid-card title programs. The faction's eventual breakup, whenever that day comes, has the potential to spark multiple star-making feuds if handled correctly. Business and ratings. Impact for WWE. From a business perspective, WWE couldn't ask for a stronger jolt of excitement. Brock Lesnar's return alone is a proven ratings booster, but pairing him with 2 rising stars ensures long-term interest and fresh storylines. Merchandise opportunities explode with faction-branded gear, apparel for each member, and pay-per-view posters built around their presence. Social media engagement skyrockets as fans speculate, debate, and fantasize about upcoming matchups. International markets, where powerhouse performers traditionally thrive, will embrace this trio immediately. The storyline blends current star power with future investment, giving WWE a perfect balance of short-term excitement and long-term development, potential weaknesses, and future story twists. Even unstoppable factions aren't immune to internal cracks. The presence of 3 dominant personalities creates natural tension that WWE can slowly build into future storytelling. Lesnar's part-time schedule could lead to questions about leadership. Breakker's ambitions may eventually clash with Lesnar's. Reed could feel overlooked if the spotlight shifts toward the other 2. Paul Heyman's strategic mind could eventually exploit these tensions for his own goals. These seeds don't have to sprout immediately. They can simmer in the background while the faction dominates, providing years of potential story arcs that keep the group interesting and unpredictable. The dawn of a new era. In WWE, Brock Lesnar's return and alliance with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed mark the beginning of a new era in WWE. This is not a temporary pairing or a short-lived storyline. It's a long-form narrative with massive implications for the entire company. The combination of star power, athletic potential, creative flexibility, and business opportunity makes this one of the most exciting developments WWE has produced in years. Fans are energized, storylines have new direction, and every superstar must adjust to a landscape now dominated by 3 of the most imposing figures in professional wrestling. The Beast Incarnate is back, and with Breakker and Reed at his side, WWE may never be the same again.